Project Swachh.
Hi guys, welcome to New Delhi Nature Society's program Project Swachh. Today we're going to talk to Tarun from NatureWise and listen to his views on urban gardening. So, Namaste Tarun.
Namaste Viren.
So we're going to start the program by lighting the incense. So Tarun, so nice to have you on our show today.
It's a pleasure to be here, man.
Can you please tell us something about yourself?
Well, I am Tarun and I live most of my life in Delhi, between cities like Delhi and Bangalore, and went to school like everybody else and went to college where I was trained to shoot with digital cameras and edit digital footage, and I tried to do a couple of jobs with news and media agencies and sometimes even with a call center or two. But none of that really fascinated me too much, so I decided to become a farmer.
So tell us, what exactly does your organization do?
So NatureWise, that's NatureWise. It's an agriculture project which is right now based on conventional farming on the outskirts of the metropolis. And currently we are farming 25 acres in Alwar and taking our produce to the mandi. And yeah, basically wholesale, but we aim to extend our operations on the urban front and have gardening solutions, make available gardening solutions and technology to people that will assist them to create successful gardens and actually really gardens that benefit their life and actually give back quite a bit.
What are the problems related to this and the solutions also which you can think of?
Well, typically the problems are those related to the problems of living in a city, and that there is very little space, it's mostly concrete, it's really hot, it's unreasonably hot, the air is really polluted, and in fact that the food, one of the biggest problems around is that the food is just getting more and more expensive every year, and I know that for a fact because I've sold dhania at 150 and 200 rupees a kilo at wholesale. So one can clearly determine it's not a very good scenario out there for the retail customer. And in a way, by making use of the space we have, the outdoor spaces we have available to us privately, we can grow crops that will, if not eliminate, at least substitute our need to go to retail stores and buy our food and effectively it will help us not rely on an unplanned food production and distribution system. Those are the main problems, and the solutions to those are basically using the right technology. What is the biggest problem of growing a vegetable garden is that none of us have the time to tend to that garden 3 times a day. We don't have the time to walk through our plants, for hours at end and determine whether they're stressed or not. So what we need are irrigation systems running on timers. They have a controlled flow. Within that water, there is the right amount of nutrients to sustain, to help the plant sustain its growth and in fact thrive. And yeah, we need to use all the stuff that is available to us, space included, and optimize it to be able to produce food and flowers and other green shrubs, if you may.
Allow nature to thrive.
Yes, allow nature to thrive. And we can do this in the most unnatural scenarios even. Like, you can extend your season by raising your seedlings early indoors under a light in a totally urbanized, industrial, whatever space, right? And put your plants out earlier in the season and get better yields. You don't have to pay for when the Karela just comes into the market in April, how it's really expensive. You don't have to pay for that. You can just grow it yourself and by April have fruiting plants. Like this one right here.
Where we're sitting right now is actually one of your projects and it's going really well.
Yeah, man. So, I don't know if this is in frame.
Yeah, this is.
So this is like a crate, from the mandi, sitting on 2 bricks. It has within it a soilless medium held together by a dhoti. And we planted some seeds in here, and we have these little micro tubes. We'll show you the irrigation system after, feeding this plant and a trellis right above it, and this is a long 7-month season. You know, we're going to be producing Karela until the frost hits this year. So I think this is a great system to substitute one's Karela cucurbit needs, because we also live in such a conducive environment to grow these plants. They love it here.
Do you have like a special message for the viewers?
Yeah, man. The viewers, we must, and us and all of us together, we need to take into consideration whether we signed on for what we are a part of today, and whether we really want to see our world go down the road it's taking today, and what is at the end of that road. We need to sit and like just sort of imagine that happening, everything happening the way it is, all the buildings coming up, all the big highway projects. We need to ask ourselves if this is what we really signed up for, because we keep tackling the problem of having more people by building more infrastructure and boosting food production and, you know, basically all sorts of various advances in logical reasoning and science. But the trend is that every time we make an advancement in logical reasoning and science, we grow more in number. And it's like an endless circle. It just keeps coming round all the time. So, instead of just doing the same thing that everybody is, you know, relying on a food system, हाँ सब्जी वाला आ जाएगा, सब्जी बेच देगा, हाँ चलो यहाँ पे घर बना देते हैं, building बन रहा है, कुछ नहीं होता. We must start taking over our environment. We must start making use of it as much as we can, cultivate it as much as we can. I understand that we are not all traditionally farmers, but farming is inherent to all humans because it's a story from a long time ago. So please make use of your balconies, your rooftops. If you don't want to produce food, turn everything as green as you can. Just grow more plants, grow big bushes, grow roses, grow chrysanthemums, dahlias,
Creepers on the sides.
creepers on the walls, keep your homes cool. Just like collaborate as much as you can with the plantain kingdom.
So thank you so much for being part of Project Swachh, and we would like to give to you.
I'm gonna have to hold you there. I know you usually gift a tulsi plant out to people, but this time I'm the guy that gives people plants. So, you know, I'm gonna break that tradition and give you a mint plant. There's a desi pudina plant. In about 30 days, you're gonna have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, probably 17 odd stems to cut from. Bholenath Viren, thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. Please support Project Swachh by sharing this video. And if you enjoyed it, hit the like button.
Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more innovative ideas and inspirational videos.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Project Swachh.